everyone. Welcome to Edmonton Motorshow 2016. We're coming at you live, day 3. This is Get Social, and I'm Ingrid Schiffer. Joining me here, I have Jeff McWhinney, keeper of the cup, and on behalf of the Canadian Football Hall of Fame, thank you so much for coming all the way down here to join us and for bringing the Grey Cup with you.
Oh, it's a pleasure. You know, first of all, thank you for allowing me into the City of Champions. You know, in 1954, there was a great start to this great legends of hockey, football, and sport. But there's nothing like this Grey Cup. In 1954, you had some great players that should not, by standards, CFL standards, they would have all been on the injury list, and they pulled off a win in 1954, and that was the Edmonton Eskimos, with Jackie Parker, Spaghetti Legs Parker, running a 90-yard touchdown to win it 26-25. Beautiful play. They went 3 years in a row, and now you have this dynasty that took number 14 in 2015, Dateline Winnipeg last year.
Wow. And so you're weaved into the history of this cup. It's kind of special to you. There's one player on here that particularly holds a place in your heart. Tell me a little bit more about that.
You know, my dad was on the Grey Cup team in 1954, which brought a real... I got his constitution of how he fought for something, and things you didn't get paid a whole lot of money back then, but that I saw that fabric of teamwork and teammates. Where in 1954, and then back in 2007, he's asked to drink out of the cup, and he says, "Not without my teammates."
That's beautiful.
That tells you a lot about someone's constitution, and that's just not his. But you can take Jackie Parker, Bob Dean, Roland Miles, Normie Kwong, all these great players, up to Tom Wilkinson, Bruce Lemmerman, Larry Highball, you go on and on with the great Edmonton Eskimos. Once an Eskimo, always an Eskimo.
That's a beautiful kind of side to your involvement with the Cup. And when we were talking, you were mentioning how important it is to remember that we're all connected to this. It transcends so much, so many barriers.
We've crossed so many barriers before any other league, before really any other community. We've gone across religious lines. We've gone across, the color of our skin. We've had guys that are rooming together that would never have seen that in the 1950s, allowing us to set a trend about what this Canadian group is all about. Warren Moon, great player, got to start here. We know the reason why. We have great players, Normie Kwong, Lieutenant Governor of Alberta at one point, great player, Hall of Famer. All these guys are interconnected, and they can say to each other that they love each other because they're not just one of 103 teams. They're one team of the Grey Cup, and we're one country.
That is so beautiful and moving. Now, today, everyone that came down to the Edmonton Motor Show had a chance to see the Cup.
Yes.
They had a chance to pose with the Cup and create another Grey Cup memory.
Yeah, and that's our goal. Is we have this generation gap that we're filling every time. We're getting new players. We got some great players that have come in and won with 2015. Nate, great guy. Cohorn, loved listening to his story. A Grey Cup story. He was going to call it. He just had a baby girl. Going to call her Gracie. It's now spelled Greyc.
Oh, that's so
They won the Grey Cup this year. Beautiful baby girl, wonderful wife that I met today. I think if we take away anything from this Cup, it's just not about their gridiron greats. It's truly about the essence and the constitution of every one of these players. That if 60% of these guys are gone, we have to have their voice of what they did to get to be as great as they are inside the field and outside the field. Every one of us knows one of the players. I can't tell you how many, a large percentage of people saying they've had connected to a player. They were a teacher, a principal, a boss, another teacher. Think about that. Teachers all the time. They didn't go and become, the Donald Trumps of the world. They became teachers and facilitators of life. And that's what I saw a lot of these players that I had the opportunity to meet.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Jeff, thank you so much for sharing your story, for bringing this beautiful Grey Cup to share with us here at the Edmonton Motor Show, and most importantly for reminding us that it's about so much more. It's truly a Canadian emblem, and I'm honored to have it here with us today, and so thankful that you could join us.
Thank you for being part of the Grey Cup experience.
Thank you. Thanks, Jeff, and thank you for watching. reminder that this is just one of the many great things you can experience here at the Edmonton Motorshow 2016. Share those experiences using the hashtag YG Motorshow on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and we'll see you soon. Thanks.